get your phones ready, and if you're driving, now's a good time to pull over. Also included with your passes is going to be our Professional Insiders Kit. This kit is packed with lessons from some of our top instructors. Lessons on topics like enhancing your retirement strategy, how to make money when the market goes down, cash flow generation, and much, much more. The Professional Insider Kit makes it so you can get started right now. Just for registering, you're going to receive that Professional Insiders Kit along with those 2 free passes to the upcoming class. Call now because these are going fast, and all you have to do is pick up the phone and reserve those seats. The number is 855-813-8723. That's 855-813-8723. If you're nowhere near a phone, or you just don't like talking on the phone, go ahead and hit us up at otatoronto.com.
Oh, that is 7:30, right?
Now you got your ABCDE right there, the one that the grandpa always taught me.
Because I was trying to call her back, because I'm taking on my damn phone, and I can't get it to work.
He'd always tell me
I'm
what
taking
they
on my
were,
phone and I just couldn't get it to work.
The first one was know your business.
The Brantford part worked, but
Understand what you're
the other
doing.
part I'm trying to put square one in there and it wouldn't come up with nothing at all in there.
It took me a little bit longer in life before I understood that one, but that's
Alright,
being
they
able
look
to
up
make the necessary changes that will allow you to be successful.
So you got the paperwork and stuff like that.
Now, one of the things though, one of the things that I noticed is probably one of the biggest stumbling blocks because that is that metamorphosis. So we have to go
I'm
through
getting over the
life
flu.
in order
I
to
had the flu, so I
be
took
successful.
some pills for it and I'm getting over it right now. I just had the head cold still.
It's on the middle finger where you're naming all the fingers. It's want to. You can lead a horse to water, but you
I guess
can't
so.
drink. It has to want
Like
to.
sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't get it around this time. Sometimes I get like way back down in December or something like that, or January.
Do it. Go out and actually make it
But
happen.
this time,
We got the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s today. A little bit of extra credit for you, our financial family, our radio family out there across the globe.
I could
Larry,
feel
what
like
do you
I
think
took
the
some
key points
hot tea
are when
with
we're
lemon
talking
in it.
about the difference between the people who do and the people who don't? Let's talk about from the investing world because I want to kind of tie this and look back to why people are listening in right now. The 95%ers and the 5%ers
The flu is supposed to last around 3 to 5 days when you have it.
95%
more than that, you're in trouble. Everything
they do forms around their emotions. In fact, that's
but
why
the thing is that you have to keep taking the pill. You still feel that you need to take the pill, you still got to keep taking it. So, you know.
So if you're living in a very negative mindset, a very negative comfort zone, you're not going to be able to do what the 5%ers do. You have to shift. Now, when it comes to trading, and the reason I say emotional versus the 5% who are strategic, there are two primary emotions in the market that drive these numbers. That's 95%.
But if I do it now and I don't use it within the time slot, I'd have to go pay to do it all over again. Same money. I never know it's expired. I thought you could just do it and just have it for whenever you're ready to use it. When I get back home though, the only place that does it is Yui. Yui is all booked out for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So I'd probably have to go secure a Forget some time, I said I'm the boss of my night.
It's a tough place to get into them. Because I try to get into it and it's just ridiculous online trying to get through to them.
They wouldn't try again?
Yeah, we try again, but the thing is that when you go online...
The job that you do now, you prefer that? Or you rather do?
No, when you go online, it's just ridiculous, because...
So why not go into the office itself? All the things that will be done online.
You know what, that's probably what I'm going to do, just find them building and going there.
Yeah, find the main office and go
Or the garage and just drop it out there, so because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. But don't stop until them get it. Until them give it to you. Should I do better? Should I have to travel too far?
No, I don't travel far.
No,
I don't travel far unless, because I drive it up from here and go where I'm going.
Oh.
But, you know, it's not every time you want to be all over the place, you know, when you like go past Saskia and all that, because now I should be going down there right around now, but probably not until next week or somewhere in next week, but I'm going to be doing that, yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Later.
I will see you later.
Yeah, man. Thanks again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I gotta get out of here.
After the crash. And the reason they couldn't was they lost more than 50% of their wealth in 1 year. Now, it took about 10 years between 2000 and 2008 for the market to go back up again after the tech bubble, and yet it took 1 year to see all that wealth go away. What a 5%er does is they have a plan to know when another correction is coming, where to put that money so that way, A, they can protect it, and two, that they don't have to pay these exorbitant fees to a broker for doing a mediocre job for them. Yeah, absolutely. And having met so many individuals that were around 60 years old during the quote-unquote beginning of the Great Recession, you know, they're coming in and they've lost 50-60% of their wealth, you know, and that's why right now I am more afraid for 60-year-old individuals than any other age group. And what I mean by that is they're out of time. You're out of time. You're long in the tooth. It's time to kind of move into that golden years phase of our life. And what happens though is we are in a point where a little bit of a tip and all of a sudden this market could come crashing down, and those individuals could experience 50-60% losses again. Now, why is it more impactful to somebody who's 60 versus somebody who's 30? Because somebody who's 30 is going to experience those same losses if they're on that same kind of buy and hold investing track. Well, somebody who's 30 has 30 years to go until they hit those quote-unquote golden years. But if you're up against that kind of timeline, if you're up against that mark, and all of a sudden it comes crashing down, the workplace environment, the opportunities that are out there, that sitting on the sidelines and hoping things will get better can leave you very vulnerable. This is your hard-earned money we're talking about. Your savings and your retirement. It's time. Don't be a passive investor. Do something about it. For over 20 years, Online Trading Academy has taught people just like you the skills and tools designed to prepare you for when the market goes up and even when it goes down. They have a patented rules-based strategy designed to protect you from major market corrections. Attend an Online Trading Academy free introductory class near you. And if you go online right now to sign up for your free class, they'll even send you home with a free investor kit, including videos and some of their best lessons, so you can get started right away. Learn more. Visit us online at otatoronto.com. That's otatoronto.com. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you missed Larry Jacobson, Director of Instructor Development and top instructor here at Online Trading Academy. Let's shed some light on that income and the wealth side of things. Really, we spent the first half of that segment talking all about income and the second half talking all about wealth. You know, how to protect it, how to make it grow. And we are just in interesting times right now where it's going to take a whole lot for this wealth bucket to take a real big beating. You know, Larry, I know one of the things that we talked about a lot, and you articulate very, very well, is how at the top of these markets, that is where you take those biggest losses. And we're buying at such high prices right now. I always call it the auto buy program. I feel like our retirement accounts are one of the largest multi-level marketing systems out there. Where a lot of for $10 a week every single week, and it's just an auto subscription. So that's what we have going on as far as our retirement plan. So people don't like to hear it, they don't like it explained like this, but the reality is you're on an auto buy program. You're paying a fee to somebody to quote unquote manage your account. How many times have you ever seen or talked to that person? A lot of people never. A lot of the times they just set up their 401k with their HR individual, check a few boxes and send it in. Little do we know that we're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to these quote unquote people we've never met who usually have never done anything in our account. Now, one of the things that happens though is all of a sudden then the market comes down, and from these tippy tops, this auto buy program has us buying just as much today, if not more, because our income might be a little higher, as it did down at the bottom, which is ridiculous. It's asinine. It makes no sense.